It's been 1 year. 1 year this week since I started this channel. Let's celebrate it right now. One year. It's amazing. How can it be a year? Well, before we get started with the celebration, let me remind you to subscribe. Go out there and subscribe. And hey, hit that like button. I know you're going to like this episode, so make sure to hit like. If you look back on my very first episode that I did 1 year ago this week, it's been incredible, the journey since then. I said that I was going to share this journey with you, and I have, and it's been remarkable from what I can see. I've been reviewing my progress, and I did a lot of this review in my 3-part series on investing in yourself. And I've shared a lot of the things that I've been doing, and this is all kind of a culmination of the last year of my channel and what I have been successfully accomplishing in my life. Many of you have been following me with my Every Damn Day program, and I've really gained some traction in the last few months, especially being able to go back to the gym. And I'm stronger than I've ever been in my life, and I've down 7 pounds. I'm also losing weight with my fat cut. I'm making serious improvements there as well. Mentally and emotionally, I've grown a lot in the last year. I look back on how I was a year ago. I was embarrassed. I was embarrassed at who I was. I was very embarrassed. There are things that I had done that I just look back and go, wow, who is that person, and why was I like that? And now I'm so much different, and I attest that for everything I've worked hard on, with the journaling, with reading, with my physical journey, with with meditation. All of these things have helped me to manage my emotions better, and I have a different perspective. Gratitude has helped. All of these things have helped me control my emotions a lot more, and I still feel very deeply. I have very deep feelings. I care about my people in my life very much, but through all my tools, I can handle my feelings and my reactions to things a whole lot better than I used to. As I've told you, this channel is focused on mental health, and this is my main focus. But I'm going to grow my channel more in the foreseeable future. I have some ideas on what I'm going to do, and I'm going to try and expand on it more. But the thing is, I'm a people person. I love all of you guys, and I do this because I love you guys, and I want to help everybody, and I want to share my message with you. You know, my family and my friends watch this channel as well, and I love them so much that I want to share all of that with everybody, that what I'm doing. But it's important to my mental health that I interact with my close people. My wife and my kids, my best friend and his family, and all of my friends, it's important that I'm able to interact with them even on a personal face-to-face basis. And I want to kind of delve into my topic for this week and talk about how, as we're starting to wrap up summer and we're starting up school again, we're still in coronavirus season, folks, as much as we don't want to be. And we're still facing the major challenge of how do we adapt with what's going on. School is starting, and some people are going to struggle with this. We've struggled throughout the summer with just what do we do from a family perspective. Now with school starting, that presented a new challenge. Unfortunately for us, we've had the option where we can let our kids stay at home for the foreseeable future with the school that we're with. And it'll be through the grading period, and our kids are okay with that. They've actually gotten to the point that they're comfortable with that because the way the rules were set up, it just was going to make things difficult, where if there was an outbreak, they could be coming home back and forth a lot. They'd rather just establish a routine here, and they were fine with that. But I've also heard that coronavirus over the last 6 months has really taken a toll on moms and teenagers. And especially moms, for the schooling aspect, that makes things really difficult. But the teenagers are not able to interact the way they really want to. They can't be around people as much as they want to in some instances. And one of my teenagers is struggling with this, and we've struggled as a family on how do we balance this, how do we manage it. The one thing that I want to share with you today is we have to connect. We have to connect with other human beings. It is our nature. It's just in us. But we have to be safe as well at the same time. We're in survival mode, folks. That's what we've been in for the last 6 months. I know that's how my family has been for most of this. We've been kind of just in survival mode, instead of realizing that we've got to get out of survival mode and start living again. We have to start living more. Until there's a vaccine, balance is going to be the key to all of this. And that's something we're learning as a family, is how to do that. Isolation over the last 6 months, in my opinion, has created one of the greatest mental health crises that we've ever seen as a human race, especially here in our nation. I really think that it has contributed to many things that may or may not be noticed as an underlying factor. This mental health crisis was around even before coronavirus started, in my opinion, and now it's just even worse. We have to decide what's best for us, for our families, but we're all human. We have this desire to have time with our family and our friends, to be able to spend time with people. We can't just go into survival mode and just hide. It doesn't work. I truly believe we can't lock ourselves away forever. Folks, there's no vaccine yet, and it's going to be a while. We're going to go through the holidays with this. We've got to figure out how to continue to be social. We will die a slow death. We will die a slow death. People fall into dangerous situations when they are lonely and don't receive the love and attention that they need. It's not just a desire, it's the need. They need to have that human interaction. They need to know that people love them and care about them. And if you're locked away all the time, you don't get that, it affects you massively. We must break out of survival mode and start living again, even if it's on a small scale, smaller than we're accustomed to. Our mental health depends on this. The final thought I want to share is, as I've mentioned before, I am a devout Christian. I believe in all things spiritual with our Father in heaven and Jesus Christ. I am a firm believer in that. I am also a firm believer in the adversary. And I have an interesting perspective on the coronavirus here. I honestly believe that this is a tool of the adversary. The tool is designed to separate us. This tool is there to divide us. It's been put in place by the adversary to tear each other apart. That is what he wants. He wants us to be miserable. He wants us to be miserable like him. And I, for one, I'm not going to let him win. I am not going to let this crisis affect my mental health. I'm not going to let it affect my relationships with my people. I'm going to live again. I'm going to get out of survival mode, and I'm going to incorporate the people who matter most into my life more and try to make that a part of me so that my mental health is number one, but also I can help my friends and family in their mental health. They are so important to me. And I really want them to know it, and I want to be able to share that with them. And I can't do it locked away in a Zoom call all the time. It doesn't work. It can't work. You have to get out. If you have to wear masks, if you have to get out and do it outside, do it. But be social. Find a way to be with other people. Everyone, I can't tell you how much I appreciate you watching me this last year. I am so much better, and I am so much happier. I am in the happiest time of my life right now. I have never been like this. It's amazing, and I love it all. And I thank you for sharing this last year with me, and I am grateful for you watching my channel. And if you know someone who could use lifting up and a good mental health message today, share this with them. And hey, subscribe. Remember to subscribe. And I've got more episodes out there. If you haven't watched some of my previous episodes or you're behind, here's one for you to check out. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here, and I'll talk to you again soon.